Stewardship Services for the Greater Reading Chamber Alliance, and today I'm joined by Dr. Jim Smith, Development Director of the Hope Rescue Mission, and Steve Myers, who is the Director of Social Enterprise for Hope Rescue Mission. So thank you, gentlemen, for joining us this afternoon.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
So I want to start out, people often know the Hope Rescue Mission is the place you call when you have a couch that you need to get rid of. But your mission is so much greater than that. Yes. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the greater mission of the Hope Rescue Mission?
Well, about exactly 125 years ago, a group of men in the Metropolitan Hall in Reading literally started with a prayer and asked themselves, how can we help the downtrodden? How can we help those who don't have housing? And 125 years later, we've grown into the largest men's shelter in this region of Pennsylvania, serving over 1,000 unduplicated men a year, providing food, shelter, and counseling.
Now, is that just in Reading? Does that cover all of Berks County, or do you extend beyond Berks?
This is for Berks County, but we do extend beyond Berks. We turn very few gentlemen away. We've been averaging between 170 and 250 men a night, depending on the weather.
Wow, that's incredible.
So there is a critical need for that in Berks County.
Wow. So you mentioned you've been around for 125 years, which is incredible. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Over 125 years, how has the Hope Rescue Mission evolved?
Well, again, it evolved in that one prayer that people had a heart for the downtrodden, and as the city continued to produce more in the county, more people in needing of shelter, it just kept expanding, moving from smaller buildings to bigger missions. It moved 4 times before 1976 after Agnes in 72. We purchased that existing building, 82,000 square foot building, from the Reading Railroad.
Wow.
So it just kept growing with the need.
And the folks that seek shelter at the Hope Rescue Mission, is it usually for just a single night? Do you have people that are there for longer than that?
The average stay is about 70 days, 70 to 75 days. Yes, some people go for the night. When you get into the winter months in the frigid weather, then you have day by day people who normally are staying outside have to come inside because of the frigid weather. But the average stay is somewhere around 77 days. Some people stay a year and a half. Some people just remain there for a day based on their needs.
When the weather is cold, I know sometimes you hear in the news like a cold code blue is what they'll call it, right? Do you have staff that will go around the city and invite people into, or is it strictly you tell people, hey, we're here for you if you want to come and stay here?
Well, we have such a strong relationship with the city after 125 years. The police department and different agencies know to send these men over to us. We don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the morning and it's 2 feet deep with snow. We'll take you in and provide emergency shelter.
In addition to emergency shelter, what other resources does the Hope Rescue Mission offer?
In addition to shelter, we offer social services for these gentlemen that come in. A lot of times, the situations that lead a man to homelessness can be varied in nature. Sometimes it is job related, but sometimes it's family related. So we try to connect these guys with resource to help restore their lives. That's our goal, is not just providing for physical needs, but also to restore the full man, care for everything down to the man's soul.
That's pretty amazing. Well, I know that last month y'all recently completed a huge project. Why don't you tell our audience a bit about that?
Well, in 2015, we got together as a board and they asked me to lead a strategic plan and take a look at our needs for the next 5-10 years. So we completed a $2 million renovation project of the building, a new roof, new transitional housing, all new kitchen and cafeteria, and we basically gutted the dormitory downstairs and created a whole new emergency shelter for the men with new bathrooms, laundry facilities. So we were very proud of it. And the original goal was $800,000, and we raised $2 million.
Wow, that's incredible. Yes. So was the project completed ahead of schedule, on schedule? Were you?
I think right on schedule. And the beautiful thing, thanks to the generosity of Berks County, we're basically going to leave debt-free.
That's fantastic. Awesome. So what's next on the agenda for Hope Rescue Mission? I know we had an opportunity to meet a few weeks ago, and I understand there's another project possibly in the works. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, there's a couple of different things we have in the works at the moment, but the biggest one that we're looking towards is expanding our services beyond just men in need.
Okay.
There's a great need in Berks for women and for children as well. So we are in some of the ramping up stages of beginning a women's ministry.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully on site at Hope Rescue Mission.
Okay.
It's going to be a really incredible thing to be a part of. The same services that we've offered to men in terms of the housing, but also the social services, the care for the spirit.
Right.
Every hand up that we can give them, but also it's now for women and children.
And we focus on the emergency shelter part of it. There are agencies, and they're great agencies, that get more into transitional housing. There are certain restrictions. This is come as you are. And we feel it was extremely important to have a Christian women's emergency shelter that accommodates their children.
Okay.
So the construction of this shelter will be very much like a motel, where there will be doors that can lead you into the other room. That's if somebody comes in with 2 children and a baby, we can set up a couple beds and cribs, and each room will have its own bathroom. A lot better needs for women in crisis.
Excellent. So what can, with an eye to, again, kind of going back to my opening statement, where people tend to, call the Hope Rescue Mission if they need to get rid of, some spare furniture. What are other ways that the residents of Berks County and businesses of Berks County can help the Hope Rescue Mission?
I think that actually is one of the big ways that you can help out. My role as Director of Social Enterprise is to work with our businesses that have a purpose beyond just the bottom line. We run 2 thrift stores. We have one that's in Reading right behind the Mission, and we have one that's in Shillington, in the Shillington Plaza with the Kmart. And all the donations that we receive, we put in the thrift stores, and all of the proceeds, 100% of every dime we make goes directly to the mission. It goes directly to supporting the ministry. We can't do it alone. So, that donation is huge. Volunteering is a huge need that we have. We have a fantastic, beautiful kitchen. We'd love some people to jump in and help us with cooking those meals. I mean, we serve over 180,000 meals a year.
Pretty close, yes.
It is an enormous amount of food that we serve. So volunteers to help in the kitchen, volunteers to help with various events we have going on. Definitely a big need of ours.
We like to see this mission as the community's mission.
Right.
So with thousands of volunteers, faith-based community, we're getting much more of the business community coming in and helping, providing for daily meals and mentoring for these men and job opportunities. We started a workforce development program where we prepare the guys to return to productive living, and it's been a huge success.
Fantastic.
And far more business employers are coming in now and hiring our men.
Fantastic. So one final question. You mentioned your 125 years. Y'all have big plans for the celebration?
Well, if you can pick up this card, you can go to our website. Just go to www.Hope for Reading or Hope Rescue Mission, and if you push that celebration icon, we have a gift registry where you can come in, and there's a variety of ways you can support our men.
Great.
And I know we've meant a lot to the community, and the community's meant a lot to us. So we ask if you have the heart, stop by the website and see if you can contribute a gift, because it does take $1.5 million a year to run that program. And when we get into the women and children's ministry, it's obviously the costs are going to go up.
Excellent.
So we are so grateful for the generosity of the Berks County people, because we do not accept government funds.
Wow. Thanks. Well, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you.
Looking forward to helping you celebrate your 125 years.
Yes, thank you.
And again, thank you, and good luck with the future projects.
Thank you.